Welcome to number 13 in our Shadow Work series. Make sure that you're somewhere safe and quiet where you can write and let everything out. Today's question that we're going to ask ourselves is, what is one thing that you're afraid to ask for? And then once you come up with that answer, I want you to think about, why are you afraid to ask for it? Did something happen at one time where you asked for it and there were adverse effects? Sit and think about that. And then once you've written about that, consider also, what could you do to move past that? Are there things that you might be able to work on, steps that you might be able to take to move past that? Is it based on fear that you don't want to ask for it? Is it based on something else? Write that down. Write your feelings that you're getting from remembering these things. A lot of the time, these questions will bring up things that we haven't thought about in a long time, or make us realize that the feeling that we're feeling is actually something different and something deeper. So those are all things to consider. And when you're done writing it out, you can either sit back and reflect on everything that came out, or you can put it aside and look at it again in a few hours or the next day and just reflect on that. Feel the feelings that you get from it until they're ready to pass. And that's how you truly work through something. Breathe through it, think through it, and then let it go and release it. Some things that come to mind when I think of what am I afraid to ask for, a lot of times I'm afraid to ask for help. And it's because at times when I've asked for help, I haven't gotten helpful responses, I guess we could say. So it's just kind of made me very self-sufficient and independent and not being able to ask for help. And that could possibly be seen as something that I need to work on, which I'm sure it is. I'll be thinking about that and considering that when I sit down to write mine after this. Thank you for joining me.